What's going on, y'all? We're going to get started in a second, but I send this link out, then we'll go ahead and get started. We better get started in a second, y'all. So there's not too many moves that I'm liking so far. Just going to patiently wait. What's going on, y'all? So a lot of moves started about an hour and a half ago, but there are a couple moves that might be beginning or we might be able to jump in on. So that's what we're about to go be checking out right now. We want to stay away from CHF pairs because there's some red folder news for us talking about 30 minutes. We're going to see how that affects the markets during the stream. So let's get into it. So I'm going to be watching oil because I kind of like how oil's looking. I'm going to wait a little bit before I enter that though. But I like how US30 and SPX are looking. So we might be entering these. I like how these are looking. And they're already making a move. I like how these are looking right here. It's at a body of traffic right here, and they already started to drop. How these are looking. Yeah, I might write this up. So I like how these are looking right here. SPX at a strong level of traffic, but if it can break through that, we can definitely catch some pips. Because just looking at this week, it's been very choppy. Hasn't made any new highs. And it's been a lot of rejection wicks, and it's just been pushing lower and lower. Now, price already started to drop earlier today, but just the way price is looking, I wouldn't be surprised if we come back down to this daily level here. So I might jump into these, but a lot of the indices like NAS, GBPJPY, ESTX, and US30 already started their moves. SPX is the only one like at a decent entry. We can see all the indices already started dropping, like literally like an hour, 2 hours ago. So we might try to jump in on this in a second. As you can see, there's the other ones that already starts. SPX is the only one looking like a kind of clean setup. US30 is looking good too, but kind of already started making this move. So we're going to see. But looking at US30 also, same thing as SPX. Hasn't really made any new highs. Well, it made that technically, but it did a huge rejection wick down after that. I'm pretty sure that was during the news on Monday or Tuesday, whatever day the news was. But ever since then, hasn't been that high, and it's been a red candle. Then today, it's just been since the daily level just dropping down. And all the USD pairs are dropping down, even the currency pairs, gold's dropping as well. As you can see, gold's tanking. So yeah, we're gonna see. But we took a sell-off here before. And I went over this with the members earlier last night. And those that were in the live stream, y'all could have caught that. Y'all could be up right now. So I don't know if anyone during the Zoom call last night jumped in on that. But yeah, we're about to see what we're about to do here. So let's go through the currency pairs real quick too. But there's not a lot right now. There's only a few things I was looking at, but a lot of stuff right now. They already started to move, so we're either waiting for retracements or for them to show which way they're trying to go. But I'm going to leave that alone for now. Euro New Zealand, we'll get back to that. The New Zealand pairs have been pushing up lately this week. Hit the daily zone, rejected. It's been did a nice push up. Could have got a nice buy on that yesterday. So I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to that daily level. Your AUD's too far. We're going to have to wait for it to see Hyrex at that daily level. Euro CAD. Yeah, we're going to wait on that. It's retesting this, so we're going to wait to see how it reacts to that. GU and Euro USD, we caught a nice buy on both of those yesterday. But like I said, all the USD pairs are retracing, so this is going right back to our entry right here. We caught the entire daily candlestick up yesterday, and now it's retracing. Literally started right where it ended. So we're just going to leave that alone and see how it reacts to that daily level. But yeah, all the USD pairs are dropping. GJ, we entered this buy yesterday as well. It's just chilling right here. So for now, we're just going to wait a little bit. It's not really at a good entry right now. And I hope y'all can hear me because it's pouring like crazy outside. I know whenever it messes the signal up. So y'all can hear and let me know in the comments. But yeah, we're just going to be going through these pairs to see if there's really anything. And as we can see, there's a lot of stuff that's not really a good entries for now at least. New Zealand USD is coming back to the daily level. We already hit it. I'm going to see how it reacts to that level. Send the JPY. Hit that daily level, rejected up. New Zealand CAD at the daily level. So we're going to see how that reacts. Let's go back to SPX. Yeah, so that's retracing. Gold hit that level, it's retracing up to. Yeah, so we're going to wait for the next 15 and see what a couple of these are looking like. Oil's looking good. So we're going to see if we can break above that level. If it does, we might enter oil buy. We have a nice rejection on the daily so far, and we had a nice push up. We also caught a buy, I think, on like Monday or Tuesday on oil as well. And as we can see, it's just been pushing up. So it's doing a nice retest here, filling up the imbalance. It's doing a nice rejection wick, so we could see it potentially continue to push up. Then look at the 4 hour, we see a nice rejection wick on the 4 hour. So we're going to see if we can break that level right there. Do have a slight imbalance right here, but I want to see if we can come to this level here. It's looking good so far. So we're going to pay attention to oil. Gold's still tanking. SPX is rejecting. Let me see if US30 retrace some. Yeah, I like how SPX is looking, so we might enter that. Yeah, US30, like again, a lot of these pairs started to move right before London. And this is at a tough level of traffic right here. So we're going to see how it reacts to that level, but things are looking like it's trying to drop. And I do like how SPX is looking. It's trying to hit this level of price, but there is a strong level of traffic right here. So I really want to see if it can break it, but it is definitely trying to. So we're going to see what the next 15 looks like. That's about to pop up in 2 minutes. And we're going to see if we're going to jump in on SPX or oil, because I like how both of these are looking right here. Yeah, oil's pushing up. Yeah, so I like how both of those are looking. I feel like there was another pair I was looking at. Let's see. We could possibly go for a silver sell. If price wants to continue to drop, we could possibly go for a silver sell. Let's see. But we got a new 15 about to start. So we're about to see what it looks like. Yeah, we might jump in on these. Yeah, I like how these are looking. So I'm going to write this up because I do like how a few of these are looking. So for this SL, I'm looking at, let me say 4,003. Yeah, I rejected that level. Yeah, we're going to enter this. Yeah, I like how this is looking. Yeah, we're going to enter that. I'm going to see if it can break that level. I think it can break that level. We're going to see though. Yeah, I might have to retest again, but I think it can break this level. So we're going to go for it. Let me see. There's a few levels of traffic it's going to definitely struggle to break. I think we can do it. All right, so we're going to look at some other pairs. See what else is going on. Yeah, but it looks like gold is still tanking. Yeah, so we could have caught a nice sell. Maybe I should have jumped in on that last night. It's all good. So oil still chilling at this wall. So we're going to wait for it to break above this wall. And then we'll possibly look for a buy setup there. But we're only in SPX right now. We're only chilling in SPX. Yeah, we're going to keep that wall right there. And we already hit a TP, so we're already blue. We already hit TP1. About to hit TP2 right now. So make sure to hit that like button, y'all, because we're getting straight into the action. 3. And we just hit, almost hit TP2. Let me see. Yep, we just hit TP2. All right. And those that are watching the stream, the first thing in the description to free Telegram where I posted all the TPs and all that stuff. Make sure to join that so you're notified if I take any future trades later on during London or New York session. But we're getting straight into the action, making some money. We could have jumped in on these, but I'm going to see how US30 reacts to this level. And then maybe I'll call a signal out for US30, depending on how it reacts to that wall right there. But the other indices is kind of a little bit too late to enter. Gold's just dumping. Could have entered silver, but it's all good. And the USD pairs are all dropping right now. So right now I'm just about to scan the other USD pairs to see if there's any other possible sell setups. This one already started to move longer ago. We could have caught a nice move right there. But no, it looks like everything else is not doing much. So we're just going to still chill with this right now. We're almost at TP3. We're about to hit TP3. We're about there we go. TP3 just got hit. Yeah, so just like that, in literally 5 minutes, we caught like 800 pips. About to see if we can hit this. I just want to see. Yeah, it's just blowing through these levels. Man, it kind of sucks. We could have jumped in on that as well. I keep saying it, but I'm gonna start doing it. I'm about to start looking. I'm about to start looking at setups during the other sessions because we can catch a lot more pips to make a lot more bread. If it wasn't for that, because there's just a lot of pairs that already started their moves either an hour before London or during Asian session. Coincidentally around when I do my Zoom sessions, like every time we do our Zoom calls, we see potential setups, and then we wake up. Well, I wake up because I don't know if y'all be asleep or not, and then bam, the move went the way I was expecting it to. So I literally just be watching money. I just let it slip away a lot of the times. So I might stop doing that. Let's see how SPX is looking. Oh, we just hit another TP. Yeah, so we're making money, y'all. We're making some money real quick. We're up 1,000 pips already in just 6 minutes. We're up 1,000 pips already, y'all. Again, really, we could have entered off here. If we would have entered off here, that would have been crazy, because this is when the drop really started. A huge drop right there, and the other indices are still dropping. So we're going to pay attention to US30, see if we can get an entry off this. This will be kind of a late entry, kind of a risky entry, but just looking at the bigger time frames and what all the USD pairs are doing, I can see that dropping. And it already hit the 50, so I can see it potentially hitting the daily level / filling up the rest of this order block right here. So yeah, we might target that. So we might look for an entry right here. So we're going to scratch that. That would have been a nice position to enter off of, though, but it's all good. We're going to try to find another one to enter off of, especially with the way it's going to continue. But do, again, keep in mind, it could very much retrace after this because it has been just a dump fest for the past hour, literally. So do not be surprised if the next 15-minute candlestick or the next 5-minute, we do see a slight retracement, because literally this is almost 2 hours, if not 2 hours, of price just dropping. So again, it's Forex is a lot of things. Price is always going to give you hints. Forex is literally just repetition. That's literally it. The more you're on the charts, the easier trading is going to be, because the more you're going to be noticing patterns that happens every day, candle formations, all that good stuff. So it's literally just how much you're paying attention and consistently on the charts. And you don't need to be on the charts a lot, 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, it doesn't matter. Obviously, the longer and the more time, the more serious you take it, the more pips you can catch. But you don't need to be on the charts. There's no time limit how long you need to be on the charts. You just got to consistently be on the charts. That's just the most important thing. So JPY pairs are pushing up. But I want to look for another GJ entry. We called this buy earlier. we called this about yesterday. Wasn't drawdown a little bit because I forgot to update my levels. So we entered kind of in the middle of the zone. So we kind of entered in the middle of the move and then faced the retracement here. So we were in drawdown all London session and the majority of New York. That's a lie. That's a lie. Yeah, actually, yeah, that was the majority of New York. We didn't really get out of drawdown until like at around like 12 o'clock p.m. EST. So it was one of those plays. But as you can see, it didn't hit SL, pumped back up, and we caught some pips. And we're gonna go over how many pips we caught. I didn't stream yesterday either, so we're gonna go over how what was yesterday, Wednesday. Wednesday went. Let's look at NAS2. Yeah, so all the pairs you can see are literally doing the same thing. This would have been a beautiful entry, but again, looking at the candlesticks, it happened like an hour before I trade, so that's why I'm actually going to start. I might start tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to do it next week. I'm going to set a reminder too so I don't forget. So members, be on the lookout for trades outside of London, New York session next week. I might call some in the free channel, but I think those might be just exclusively for the members. We'll see though. It depends. If there's a lot of setups, maybe I'll put one or two in the free one. But for the most part, the free plays are just I give a couple during London and a couple during New York. But honestly, it depends on how many trades I enter and how many setups I see. Because I'll go over plays I can see potentially happen, but like, signal wise with all the TPs and all that shit, that's strictly trades I personally enter. But like the members, y'all get like, all the setups and stuff like that for even trades I don't enter. So yeah, we're gonna be chilling right now. GU is literally back at entry. We're not going to jump in on anything else right now. Going to be paying attention to the JPY pairs. In a couple minutes, the CHF news is going to go on. We might go look at the CHF pairs and see how that affects the markets. But yeah, if anyone's still holding GJ, y'all should be nice in profit. We're going to see if it can hit this level of price right here. It looks like it's heading there. Had a nice rejection with the last 15, and now we have a nice pump up. Out of curiosity, I see GU's pushing up. So it might be all the GBP pairs pumping. Yeah, we can see this one pumping as well. Also had a rejection wick. Let's see. GA pumping as well. So we're going to leave GA alone for now. Kind of missed a good entry on that. We could possibly enter off this level. But I don't know if the risk reward will be even. Yeah, I don't like that right there. We could possibly catch some pips though. It's about a 100 pip window. But I don't know if the risk to reward would be even worth it. So that can be like a scalp setup. Let's see. Did break this level. Probably this would be like a 1-to-1. I don't know, because I can't see that happening. But that'd be like more of like a 1-to-1. I don't know if I really like that. I try at least to go for like 1-to-2, 1-to-3 risk to reward trades. That way, if the trade doesn't go our way completely, we at least made what we were risking, if not like a quarter what we're risking, 2 what we're risking, if not double or triple. But GA looks like it's going to be pumping for a little while, so I might bite. I'm not gonna lie, I might bite. We'll see though. So we got 2 minutes to the next 15. We're going to see. Again, don't be surprised. We did do a nice drop here. We did do a slight retest the previous 15, which worked out in our favor, SPX wise at least. But looking just at all the red candlesticks and where we're currently at, we're at a strong level of price right here. And this is also a key level that I identified on US30. So don't be surprised if we see a retracement on this next candlestick. Don't be surprised. Gold hit the daily level. and rejected that immediately. Huge dump there, huge dump. Hit that daily level. And this is a strong support resistance level. So price is either going to break this or we're going to see a possible retracement and a possible buy setup, whether it's a start day trade. But that's a huge rip. But this is a strong support resistance level, which is why you saw that slight rejection there. So price is either going to continue to drop or it's going to retrace back up before the drop. Because we see a nice retracement here and a huge drop there. So we could see possibly a retracement up, or it might hit this liquidity and do it. Gold is still ripping, which is kind of, wait, it just did a retracement. But we're not in that right now, so it doesn't matter. Looks like we just hit another TP on SPX, and now it's turning green. So again, keep an eye on your charts, but we did just hit another TP on SPX. All right, and the US30 is probably retracing as well. Yep. Again, this is why it's a good thing to look at correlating pairs, because again, it's going bar for bar with these indices. But let's go to gold real quick. As soon as I was saying something about nour, like a lip switched, price rejected as soon as it touched it. Okay, again, not a coincidence. It's just knowing what to look for, identifying patterns and candle structures and things like that. And we see price rejecting as we speak. But I'm still going to mark a level off because even at this retracement, price is looking very bearish. The only thing that can kind of change the momentum right now is if the news, if they want to make price come back up or something. News is the only thing that can really, quote unquote, manipulate the markets to kind of force it back up. At least in my opinion, as of right now. That can always change. But as of right now, it's been dropping crazily. And I could see a nice sell setup right here. And this is just minimum, 1 or 2 minimum. But if it does the full move, it could be about a 1 to 6. Like we caught a nice 1 to 6 on Wednesday trading NAS. Yeah, again, so we're deep in profit, y'all. So if you're not comfortable with the retracement or you don't think it's going to keep pushing down, whatever the case may be, size you can take 2 close, because like I said in the disclaimer, not every TP is guaranteed to get hit. If you just go through the free Telegram, you'll see plenty of examples of trades not hitting every TP, or better yet, trades retracing or showing signs of retracements like this one right here when a TP has gotten hit. All right, so do keep that in mind. But I literally don't. Well, let's go back to GJ before we get sidetracked. All right, so we're gonna let GJ marinate a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna let GJ marinate a little bit more. Gold rejecting back up. So we're gonna see how that plays out. We're gonna see what this 15 does. Let's go to CHF pairs and see if that red. We're gonna wait for the refresh. Yep, caused a huge spike. Caught a buy on this. What day was this? Monday. Literally hit the daily level, and now it's pushing back up. Literally respecting these levels. That's how strong this strategy is. So we could have went for a nice buy right there. I wonder if the other CHF pairs are doing the same thing. Wouldn't be surprised. But me personally, how I do with news is I'm not going to wait for. I don't do no sell limits, buy limits. I maybe could, but I just personally don't. So we see CHF doing a spike as well. Let's just go to New Zealand CHF for kicks and giggles. I personally, if I enter a trade that might be affected by the news minimum before the news pops off, New Zealand CHF. Let's go to 15. Yes, they're all pushing up. I wonder how USD CHF got affected by. So I'll enter a trade if it's a few hours before the news pops off. But like yesterday, if the news is coming up, what I'm going to do is either move SL on profit or close, because you're not sure if it's going to pump, fluctuate, and spike, or go the opposite direction. And at that point, you're kind of gambling. Even if you have a good consistent strategy, the news can't be predictable. Made some great money while in this, seeing some crazy rejections while in the news. So CHF is dropping down while other CHF pairs are pushing up, probably because this one's in the front, CHF's in the front, and the other pair of CHF's the second one. So usually if it's a buy and price is going up, that means the first volume is stronger than the first pair's volume. That's how that works. But let's go back to these pairs and see what's going on. Yeah, so this is building a nice wall. I'm about to wait for the breakout of that wall. That is looking tempting for a buy, especially since gold is dumping. Gold did a nice rejection. Let's see what SPX and them are up to. Hasn't gone too far up. I want to see price keep dropping down. Yeah, I want to see price keep dropping down. New 5-minute did just start. Let's see here. Yeah, but I might start doing that because a few times, like sometimes you'll see like price will retrace or do a huge retracement going into London. But other times the move will continue. And when it's something like this, I probably could enter. Then again, looking at the bigger time frames, even if it was a retracement, price is literally showing us what it's trying to do. So, and volume is kind of starting to pick back up. It might change in a couple of weeks or a week or two when Christmas comes around. But compared to last month, price is moving a lot smoother, especially indice wise. Because last month we only traded currency pairs and maybe gold once or twice. Where when we went from trading indices and gold almost damn near every day. And that's because, just look at the daily time frame, the weekly price was super choppy last month. But yeah, let me go back to GJ and see what that's up to. Yeah, so I'm going to wait for price to break above that before we enter that. But just looking at the daily time frame, we went for a buy yesterday. It was pretty simple. Obviously, this rejection didn't happen until later. But if I would have updated my levels, we could have caught this entire rejection wick and the daily candlestick up. But we entered here, wasn't drawdown, and then caught the rest of the daily candlestick up. Then just looking at this one, did a retest, hit the 4-hour level, then rejected and shot back up. Huge rejection wick on the daily. Is at the strong wall of price right here. You can see these multiple candlesticks closed right here. Then you also see here when price hit this level, harsh rejection down. So, and this is on the daily time frame, so it's very strong and very important and relevant to look at. The levels on the daily and 4-hour. There's levels on every time frame, but the daily and 4-hour are the most important. So, with this rejection wick can stay strong and break through this wall, this very strong wall, which is struggling to do at the moment, we could catch some pips. We could catch about like 30 pips minimum, 30, 50 pips minimum. So we're just going to wait on that to see what it's up to. We'll look at the other JPY pairs as well. Okay. Euro JPY just broke through that level. So Euro JPY is kind of tempting. So we're going to wait for the next candlestick. See if we can jump into some other stuff. Yeah, prices pushing up. JPY pairs are pumping up right now. So as things are looking right now, we're going to be looking for strictly buys on JPY pairs. GJ is the only one at a decent entry. We could possibly go for EJ right here as well. But let's look at what the other JPY pairs are looking like. That one's at a decent entry too. Yeah, so we're just going to wait. We're going to wait. New 5 minute just started. Looks like we're about to hit another TP. Just hit another TP, y'all. Yeah, we're making some money. So we're already at almost a 1-to-1 right now. So whatever you're risking, you should be like right there. That should be on your screen right now, or close to it at least. So we literally entered right here, y'all. We entered right here. So if we're looking right now, we're almost at a 1-to-1, which means whatever you're risking, let's say you're risking $50, that means you should be at almost $50. Obviously, there's charges and fees, but whatever you're risking, you should be close to that showing up on your screen right now. So we got about 4 minutes till the new 15 pops up. Let's see some. Yes, I rejected a level. Then we waited on that. GJ's retracing some too. Gold looks like it's about to drop. So if gold could stay underneath this, we might look for a sell. There is some wall right here. There's another wall right here, but it already retested that wall. So if it goes down for round 2, it could potentially try to break that level. Slightly going to be risky, but looking at it, we had a nice low, nice retracement, boom. So we could be looking for a retracement right here, then boom, another drop. Wouldn't be surprised if we see that. But we're only in one trade right now, but that trade is doing us justice. That thing is just dumping. I also want to see if we can enter US30, but it's going to be a slightly higher risk trade because the move already began and we're due for some green candlesticks soon. And even without us just using, common sense, that, there was like 5 red candlesticks in a row. Well, more than 5, but you get what I'm saying. I'm not going to count all that right now. But also we can see it's a huge level of traffic here. And we see when price at this level, harsh rejection down, or when price at this level, use that momentum to pump up. So we're at a strong support resistance level. But as of now, price is showing signs that it wants to continue to potentially pump down. So we might follow those signs and go with that. But again, we just have to keep in mind what we see to the left and to the left, and understand that price repeats itself, and it's going to give you hints on what's going to happen when it hits that level of price and where price can potentially go to hit. Price is always going to let you know. But yeah, gold's just dumping right now. So we might be looking for another gold setup, another gold sell setup. Not going to lie. That's what we might be looking for. Same thing with US30. We might go for that as well. Yeah, I like how these are looking right here. Yeah, I like how these are looking. But since gold is dumping, I'd like oil to pump up, but it's chilling right now. It probably won't try to make its move to closer to New York or in New York. That's usually how oil's been operating lately. But US30 is looking nice. So we might enter that too in a second. EJ still pumping up. I personally want to stay out of that. I kind of want to wait for GJ. Not gonna lie. So we're just gonna chill on that one. Let's see what else going on. GA attempting to push up. GBCAD did a huge dump down. So let's see if the other Canadian pairs are following suit with the USD pairs and dropping down. This one already dropped. It was kind of too late to enter that one. So see what the other ones are doing. Okay, this just dropped. This just did the drop. So we're going to wait for the next 15 and see what that does. I'm going to go from there. Because we could possibly enter this. Would have been nice to enter the other one, but we weren't looking at that one. We weren't looking at this pair. Because we could have entered this and been up about 15 pips. But we're going to see if it's going to retrace. And it is doing a retracement, so we might jump in on this one. If it can retrace a little bit more, we might jump in on this one. So definitely like how it's looking. We might jump in on this one. Let's look to the left. Slight levels of traffic. Kind of like how this is looking, though. I'm not going to lie. Gold's retracing back up. See what oil's up to. Oil's pushing. Yeah, oil's tempting. Oil's very tempting. SPX is retracing. All right, so just like I was talking about, we've got the green candlesticks coming in. So again, if you're happy with your profits, feel free to close. The last thing you need to do or allow to happen is your screen turn red, especially because multiple TPs got hit. Especially since multiple TPs got hit. I kind of like how New Zealand CAD is looking. It's very tempting. Kind of missed a good entry on it though. This one, same thing. These are both looking good. The ideal entry would have been like right there. So I kind of like how these are looking. So we might jump in on these. We might jump in on these. Kind of like how these are looking right here. Yeah, it looks like things are just going to be dropping. So I might enter, I like how New Zealand CAD and AD CAD are looking. Gold's pushing back up. Oils. Waiting for that breakout before we enter that. Then waiting on GJ. See what it's doing. I had an order blocks rejecting that level. It's got a nice imbalance here. You already hit the 15 rejected, so I wanted to break this level and go for filling up the rest of that imbalance. That's what I want to do and want to look for. The thing's rejecting, so we're just gonna wait on that. We're just gonna wait on that. No rush on that. So let's go back to these pairs right here. Yeah, it looks like they're not going to be retracing. Yeah, so I like how these are looking. So we might enter AD CAD. Because I like how that's looking. We might enter this right here. Going to put it right above this wall right there. Just doing a nice little retracement. That's the only one that had a good entry. The other ones already did their move. So we might mess with that. Yeah, I like oil too. New 5 minutes about to start. GU just did its drop. Yeah, so there's a few pairs we can possibly jump into as well. But I'm kind of picky with the trades I take. But we could possibly jump in on this one as well. Yeah, we can possibly catch a decent amount of pips. If we can continue to stay underneath that level, we could possibly catch a decent amount of pips on this one as well. See, I like how these are looking. So I'm about to write these up. I like how these are looking right here. He's doing a retracement, so I'm gonna still let it do his thing. But let's see here. Yeah, I'm about to write these up though. Now, a new 5 minute did just start. Price is kind of just chilling right here, and it's just retracing up. So we can stay underneath this low price right here. We can have a high chance of price continuing to drop down. But again, we're not going to know that until it happens. So like I said before, if you're happy with your profits, feel free to close. But yeah, I like how oil's looking. And I like how some of the Canadian pairs are looking. I like how GU is looking as well. So I'm gonna get oil written up because I like it did just break out. So we can stay above this level for the next 15. We're gonna jump into that. And so I'm looking at like could put it lower, could put it higher, put it right there though. Oops, I'm gonna do this. I guess I'll do that. So this one's gonna be like about 140, 150 pip stop loss. So I always say I recommend between 1 to 5% of your account per trade. So definitely do the math and calculate your lot size before entering that one if we do decide to enter that. And that's with any trade. But like the ones with like especially like kind of like currency pair related with the bigger stop loss, I try to stress that. Cause I know there's a lot of people that I used to be like that too, with just entering there's a certain lot size you enter because you want to make X amount per pip. But you know, the same amount you can make per pip, you can lose per pip. And JPY pairs look like they're dropping. Or at least the New Zealand pairs are looking like they're dropping. That's retracing up still. It's Kind of chilling there still. See what your AD is trying to do. Could reject this level. Could potentially break through it though. Missed a good entry on that. Yeah, so we're gonna see what the next 15 looks like. But I do like how if you can stay above here, I might enter that. I'm not gonna lie. So I do like how that's looking. And that's literally like one thing that I kind of like. That's rejecting, so it's attempting to break that level, which is a good sign. So I might call this one out too. So we're gonna wait for the next 15, but I like that right there. Definitely is trying to. Yeah, we're gonna go 90 to 80. Yeah, so definitely attempting to try to break that. So I might jump in on this as well. Yeah, so it's like USD pairs and everything are still trying to drop. But currency pair wise, the USD pairs look like they are still trying to drop. At least GU showing that, and then the Canadian pairs are showing that they want to drop as well. Yeah, so I might call a few of these out. All right, man. So I'm waiting for the next candlestick. Y'all made some money today, man, or y'all learned something about trading on the charts. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I do got some videos dropping soon. I just got to edit them out. So be on the lookout for that. Also, make sure to hit that bell button because we do trade London session every morning. So you're notified when we do trade. Make sure to have that bell hit. If you want to contact me directly, you can hit me up on Instagram at playmaker_way, but make sure to follow me on TikTok as well. Yeah, so it looks like they are going to continue to try to drop, which is good for us. US oil's rejecting, but it's staying on top. So if it stays on top, I'm going to go for the buy. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to go for the buy. Ain't going to lie. Yeah, they're dropping though. Gold's trying to drop as well. Yes, we might be entering a couple other things. Yeah, we're gonna enter this one. So I posted TPs for this one in the channel. We're gonna see if we can catch some pips here. 90. And so I posted TPs for this one. GU's probably gonna dump as well. Yeah, GU's dumping. Gold looks like able to continue the dump. Oil, so yeah, I like how oil's looking. I like how oil's looking. Just went into that as well. But yeah, as we can see, like literally there's opportunities everywhere. We saw a few that we didn't enter or we could have entered that are dumping, like GU's looking like it's about to continue to dump. Let's see what SPX is about to continue. SPX is looking like it's about to continue the dump. So yeah, things are looking good, and so is US30. That's a nice little retest there. So I was quiet. I was typing some stuff. Hey, this is dumping too. So I did personally enter this, but we do have a wall here. Of TPs, I did give them to the members, but for those watching the stream, it can come down to around 36,680. I mean, it literally is just breaking through the TPs. Price is just going crazy right now. Yeah, gold's still dumping. Yeah, price is just going crazy right now. Maybe I should have. Well, I was thinking about doing it to free telegram, but price was moving pretty quick. So this one was a members one, and that thing is ripping. I wonder if SPX is doing the same. Oh, we just hit another TP, so 3956. So we just hit TP6. We're almost at the last TP for SPX. Whoops. Sorry I got quiet, y'all. There's a lot of stuff I gotta do. Yeah, we're gonna get some money though. We made some quick money here. So we're about to see if these other trades can play out like we want them to. Looks like we just hit a TP for AUD CAD. And in GU, we could have entered that one too. So you know what I'm saying? That's why I mean there's literally opportunities everywhere. You just gotta pick the ones with the highest quality looking setups, with the best interests, the best risk to rewards, and then just go with those. Very simple. But yeah, US30 just went kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. US30 just went kind of crazy. 33680. What is this? 336. Yeah, so that shit through that 33680, 33660. So US30 was a little bit quicker than other currency pairs. Again, we could have entered right here. But, you know, we miss opportunity. Don't just chase a trade. Wait for the next best opportunity, next best place to enter a trade, and then go from there. All right. Then let me let the members know SPX is in the middle of the zone. All right. Yes, I think that's it. I'm not going to enter anything else. We're just going to let these trades do their thing for now. We're in plenty of trades right now. Don't need to jump in a bunch of trades. Let's see what the next TP is, 9200. Let's see what we got the next TP. And out of curiosity, let's look at New Zealand CAD. New Zealand CAD's probably dumping as well. Yeah, look at that dumping. GBPUSD is probably dumping as well. Let's take a quick look. Yep, it's dumping. So again, there's literally opportunities everywhere. We could have entered all of these if we wanted to. But that's why I like to point out and do these lives, because again, I'm only going to call it trades I'm entering, and my goal is not to enter every possible setup. My goal is to make sure the trades I do enter are high probability setups, and I can make money off of those. That's the goal. But of course, there's other opportunities. You know, it would be silly for me not to talk about it. You know what I'm talking about? So that's why I do that. Now, if you're interested in why I have these lines marked up or how I trade the way I trade, I do one-on-one mentorships. Click the link in the description. All right. Also have the advanced play signal room. My bad. Yeah. So before the stream, if you're still in here, I'm gonna do the I'm gonna go over GPK. I went over it a little bit, but I'm gonna go over it again. I just saw this. I was in the zone, so my bad. I'm catching up to the comments right now. Yeah, and I hope y'all could hear me. It's probably sounding bad because again, like I said, it's been pouring for the past 2-3 days. And those that have been here for a while, you know, when the signal gets bad when it rains over here. So that's the main reason. And I appreciate that, Daniel. I appreciate that. So I'm about to go over GBPJPY before I end this. But if you don't want to do one-on-one mentorships, we do have the advanced play signal room. We're meeting the members. We have Zoom calls every week. We also do New York session Zoom, New York session live trading or news trading. We did that earlier this week as well. Had a Zoom call last night. And before New York session, you'll get a price watch list. One, update all the trades we're currently, the price points we could potentially reach, and then also possible setups going into New York. And I'll show that in a second. But let me go over GBPJPY real quick. Hope you're still in here. But yeah, let me go over GBPJPY real quick. So GBPJPY is currently at the daily level. All the Canadian pairs and USD pair dumping. So we could have entered off of, like I said, there's a bunch of different levels we could trade off of. This would have been a good level to trade off of. We see price do this a lot of times where price will start where it previously closed. A lot of times where price will halt at, you see rejection where this is a strong wall of price. So if we look to the left, let's just change this to a different color. Let's just make it yellow for now. If we look to the left, let's see if we can find any signs or anything like that. So we don't see much for that one, but a lot of times we can see a bunch of times where price will react to that level similarly. Let's see. So when we break it down off the daily, we can see price did that on the 4-hour multiple times. Then we look at the 15. What do we see here? A nice strong wall of price. So we really could have entered a trade off here. And again, this is just literally where price ended yesterday and where price started today. We could have caught a nice sell here. We also see when price hit this level, did a nice rejection at the same level of price. And we see similarly what US30 and SPX look like, a nice drop down. Also, gold looks just like that, a nice drop down. So based off that, we could have entered a sell off of that. But the next best possible entry will be after this daily level and see how it reacts to this wall of price. So it depends if how it reacts to that level, because we do have a strong wall here. So it could be aiming towards that wall right there. That strong wall is around 66.80, 66.75. And depending on how it reacts to that wall, if it respects or rejects it, we could potentially see price either do what it did here, retest and shoot back up, or do what we see it did here, retest and shoot back up. Or if volume and price continues wants to dump, it can turn to a resistance level and then drop down as low as around 6,500, or that's maximum or minimum like 66.10. So that's why I see with GBPJPY. So I'm going to wait to see how it reacts to around 6,700 and 6,680 and see if it can break that level, but also break through that as resistance level before I enter a trade personally, because the best entry beforehand already started. And again, we don't chase trades, we just simply wait for retracements or the next possible entry. But that's what I'm looking at for that. Don't choke you out, but that's what I personally see with that. So as of now, no problem. I'm not entering that. So that's what I'm going to be looking for, key price levels for GBP CAD. But as we can see, all the Canadian pairs are dropping as well as USD pairs. We just hit another TP on US30. 3640 will be the next one. Yeah, but I'm about to hop off now. Of course, if you got any questions, members, you can hit me up in the group chat. Or if you're not a member, like I said, you can hit me up on Instagram at playmaker_away. Same spelling as the YouTube. Let me go back to 80 CAD real quick. See what's going on there. All right, so we hit another TP. Yes, we're making some money, y'all. We're making some money. And again, it's just patience. And like we showed earlier in the beginning of the stream, for those that was here in the beginning, we missed a lot of setups that happened right before London. So imagine if we're literally on the charts trading every session. We'd be catching a stupid amount. It's kind of sounded good in my head, but I used to do that, and I told myself I wasn't going to do that after a year of literally just trading 24/7. Like I was trading crypto, I was doing everything. If the markets were open, 9 times out of 10, I was in a trade. And I did that for like a year, and I was like, yeah, I need to chill. But just seeing the opportunities and like knowing what it can do, and then waking up and seeing it play out is like, dang, I should have just entered that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you gotta have discipline, follow your rules. And we just hit another TP. All right, so we're about to hop off on here. So right now we're 3 for 3. Well, 3. Yeah, we're 3 for 3. Oil's still doing its thing for now. Oil's still doing its thing for now. $9,185. Yeah, and again, so like I said before, there's always opportunity. So if you miss an opportunity, miss an entrance, just simply go to another chart. Never chase a trade. Either wait for retracement or go to a correlating pair and look for the next best entry. And I did plenty of examples of that, right? We missed a good entry on US30 NAS100. What do we do? Went for the next best one, SPX. We missed some entries with USDX and GBPJPY. Same thing. We missed a good entry on US30. To be on the safe side, we could have technically still entered that trade, but it's better be safe than sorry. Waiting for the next best setup, and literally you can see how price did a retracement here. Did a retracement. Now we can see potentially a new low being made. So we got a couple minutes till the next 15. Same thing with gold. We're gonna wait to see actually, then we're gonna go from there. Oil, we're just gonna let oil marinate. It probably not gonna do the move until closer to New York. So this was kind of an early entry on oil, but I still think it's like that. GJ, I'm going to wait for that. I want to look for a buy step on GJ. As of now, at least, I want to see price come to this level and knock all that out. So I'm going to wait for that. Going into New York. Excuse me. Yeah, but as of now, I'm not entering anything else. We're in plenty of trades right now. But for those that weren't able to enter during London session, I'm gonna look around on New York for y'all. I might go over some setups for y'all or y'all. But yeah, we're about to jump out. Price looks like it's about to continue to dump. Oil's reattempting. Yeah, so we're just going to chill on these trades right here. And I'll see y'all in tomorrow's live stream.